Okay, here we are with Bloom Gorge and his home for the weekend.
Yeah. There it is. Homemade sock, breathable material on top, DWR coated. And then we got the zippers for it. With one layer of Insultex, and then on the inside there's draw cords so that you can cinch it up, so it's closer to the underquilt. Then we got the underquilt. It's about 5 inches of loft.
This is another do-it-yourself underquilt?
Yep.
Very
Everything
nice.
in here except for the Hennessy hammock is a do-it-yourself. And then we got the Hennessy with the Mod 2. And then we've got some reading material on the lights. And
oh yeah, reading
is,
backpacker for reading material.
Do-it-yourself underquilt. It's about 30 ounces of down. It's got Velcro foot box and a draw cord at the bottom.
And now we can talk about your brand new tarp.
Yeah, I ended up getting 10 yards of the sil nylon, and then I made doors for it. But one of the nice things is I use neodymium magnets. The magnets are right here, and they actually go together to hold the doors on, and then they just snap in there.
And those magnets have quite a heavy pull too. They don't.
Kind of see it, want to grab it. Right there.
Yeah, they get close and pull it right together.
But close up on a magnet, you can kind of see how big they are. They're about that big. That's the magnet. That's in there.
It's just into a sleeve.
Yeah.
Grosgrain sleeve on the stitch down the hem.
And then they're at the bottom as well.
Yep.
Down here. So that's pretty much it for the my setup.
Very nice.
The under and the sock.
Okay, we did have a ground dweller here.
Oh yeah, okay, so
We got Craig.
yep.
Craig is going to show us about the.
There's not much going on in here. Typical North Face 4-season tent. 2-man, fits nice in here. It's probably about a 2.5 man. Not a whole lot to see other than our sleeping arrangements.
Okay, they've
Buddy's
got.
got a 0-degree bag. I use a 10. A couple of ground pads and a survival blanket, and the embarrassing heater in the middle in case it dips too low.
Let's see here if we can go. Oh, there we can go. Look at right there. They have auxiliary heat.
And the heater's kind of nice. It only weighs about 1 pound, and it actually fits nicely into almost the size of cookware in your backpack. So I can even take it packing.
Lasts 12 hours on a tank?
Yep, 12 hours for one propane tank.
Super. Nice. And you guys were comfortable last night?
Felt very good, yep.
Good deal. Okay, we're heading towards Wildcrafter's home here.
Better come on this side or you'll be able to see it.
Okay, well, we're working our way around. He's got himself a nice windbreak set up here with a snowbank optional and everything else. But tell us about what you've got.
Well, it's just a poly tarp, 12 by 10. Pulled the grommet last night. But my hammock, it's just
Do-it-yourself hammock.
yep, with the knotted in, Harbor Freight
Straps.
I used a piece of tool.
Now this is an interesting addition right here. You've got a piece of tool used for an under
I
hammock.
made it. It's incorporated into the knots in the hammock, and it's a little longer than the hammock, so it hangs down, almost like a double layer, but they're not attached,
Right.
except for at the knot. So I can slide in pads, foam, whatever I need in there.
So you've got a bunch of repurposed foam, PE foam pads
Yep.
that you've slipped into the undercover.
Yeah, and I need to reposition that.
Sure. and tell us about what you've got inside.
I got a 20-degree bag, and last night I could only find 3 of my down throws, but they're just
4x4 down throw.
yep.
Yep.
Real cheap, but they're warm. And I got a polyester fleece blanket.
Super. And you were reasonably warm last night?
The only thing that got cold on me was my feet, and that was early this morning.
Okay.
Most of the night it was fine.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're approaching Kevin, or Double Corona's house here. Tell us what you got here, Double Corona.
Well, we got a 1.7 double layer war-bonnet blackbird, and what I've done is actually 2 3/4 quilts. I've doubled them up to give me a full-length quilt on this one for the winter.
Okay.
And using a Storm Crow hammock gear 3-season inside, which was plenty enough for us, and using a big Mama Jamma war-bonnet
tarp
with the add-on doors.
Mm-hmm.
Doors are closed right now, or closed on the one end right now, but and things are looking pretty good. We got a good lie on this one. I actually have a pretty flat lie. It took me a little while to get tweaked in, but it's pretty good now.
And how did you sleep last night?
Warm. Yeah. No problems last night.
Other than the noisy neighbors, right?
Yeah. Good thing that Tyvek thing kind of failed.
Well, we'll go check out the Tyvek deal and just right.
Which one do you want to go to? This one?
Okay, TZ Brown here, and we're going to give you a little once-over about what we've got on this one this time. Last night, I think Boom Gorge posted to the forum that my tarp took flight. Well, it didn't actually took flight. I didn't want to put up my good tarp, so I put up a Tyvek tarp, and it was so noisy that I ripped the stakes out and threw it in the back of the truck. So I didn't have this Tyvek sock on last night at all. This is just my giant bishop bag for hauling everything along. This morning I switched it over there because it was starting to snow a bit. But what we have is we have a cotton oversock with seat, very similar to what McIntyre makes. Took a lot of time, and Mac helped me immensely getting this thing done. Okay, on the outside of the hammock, there are, once again, 2 Spear snug fit underquilts, Velcroed on. Inside of the hammock, there's a 15-degree down bag and a 0-degree down bag that I nested the 2 foot boxes together, stuck my feet inside, and just pulled it up as a quilt, and kind of had my head between the 2 parts. I was overly warm most of the night. Also inside of here is a modified frost bib, similar to what Shug shows in his deal, except mine has a head flap. You can stick your head through the hole and then throw the flap up over your face. If you're in extreme cold weather, you can have a little more coverage. But once again, slept very well. Cotton hammock sock last night at about 20 degrees worked really good. I had a little bit of air transfer through it, but wasn't bad at all. So really enjoyed it, and encourage everyone to get outside and camp in the wintertime. Thanks.